Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. You know how much I love filming these videos, but today's video we're going to be doing another Say It or Shot It. So just getting ready, I'm actually going out. It was like the 90s noughties, so I feel like I've kind of encapsulated that a little bit. But yeah, this is basically my pre-drinks before we go out. I've asked you guys some questions like I always do, and you guys have gone in as usual. I've actually seen the questions, my friends actually wrote them down and sent them over to me. She says that you've gone in, so just psyching myself up. Now I don't actually have anything to shot, don't have anything, so just doing the good old pre-drinks. I've got my orange juice and vodka, and I've also put in it some of the things that I got brought back from Greece. Basically every time I got a cocktail, the man had always put in some little accessories. So we've got a little monkey, we've got a half-naked sexy man, and we've got a butterfly. So that's what we're doing. Shall we have a drink to start the video? Yes, I have put a lot of vodka in that. Yes, it is only 8 o'clock. Is she going to be drunk by the end of the night? Of course she is. If I'm looking down at any point, it's because I'm looking at the questions. But yeah, let's just get straight on into the video and I hope you enjoy. So the first question is, rudest influencer you have met. Can I say that? They're not going to watch my channel anyway. But the rudest influencer I have ever met. I've not had a really bad experience, don't get me wrong. I have met a few influencers or YouTubers in my lifetime. Since being obsessed with YouTube from the age of 13, I've met quite a few. But I'd have to say the rudest from my experience is probably Ellie Jarrett. If you remember the channel Sid and Elle. Sid's absolutely lovely. I met them at a Little Mix concert in London a few years back, but Elle was just, she was just very, like, she didn't say out to me, she wasn't very smiley, she wasn't chit chat. Sid wanted to chat. Elle was just very reserved, which I get if you're not like a chatty person, but she just made it a bit awkward. So yeah, that's probably, I'd say. She wasn't rude, she was just a bit, she just looked a bit judgy, you know, when someone just looks at you and you think, you are judging me. That's what she did. But yeah, first question out of the way. The next one, oh my god, best and worst traits of people in your friendship group. You know how much I love my girls, I don't think I could do that. Okay, we'll start with best. So Megan, I actually don't even know where to start. They're all just incredible. Megan has been my best friend from day dot. Like, Megan is honestly incredible. Like, they're always there for me. She's my biggest supporter. She always gives me really good advice. Katie, again, is the same. She's just hilarious. She just makes me laugh so much. Lila, again, she's one of my besties. She just makes me smile every single day. Every time I'm with her, I'm just laughing. We're each other's biggest fan, and we're always like, if we're on a night out, we will both be drunk because we look at each other and just go, shots? Yep, shots, let's do it. Another drink? Let's go. Laura, like, I've known Laura since school. Laura's again always been there for me. And like Rhiannon and everyone from uni, they were there for me through uni, which was one of the toughest times of my life, so I'm always appreciative of those. I don't think I've got a bad word to say about them. I will say one thing. Some of them are known for being late. Whenever I tell them a time, I always know that they're going to be way past that time. So I should actually start telling them an early time so that they're there on time for me. But no, I'm going to have to drink because there's actually not any bad traits about them apart from some of their lateness. Girls, you know who you are. But I do love you all a lot. I've put so much vodka in that. Slightly regretting my decision, but it's fine. Ooh, the next one we're getting spicy. What's your current relationship status? Do I put it out on the internet? It's very early days, but I can say I'm seeing someone. Yeah, your girl's actually got a boy after her. What's going on? No, I am seeing someone. It is very early days, but I'm very happy. So actually I don't need to drink for that because I've told you, I am seeing someone. Oh my god. The next one is worst sexual experience. So I'm gonna have to say my first time. If you know me personally, you'll know the repercussions of what happened for my first time. I have mentioned it on my channel years and years ago, but I'm not going to bring it up again because it's in the past now. I've overcome it. It's just communication is key, especially if you're doing sexual things. Let's just say that. But yeah, my first time's got to be my worst, because from there it's just gone up. It's just got better and better. Age definitely helps with sex. All these people being like, oh, you should just lose it as soon as possible. Like, trust me, sex just gets better with age. You guys just want to know all the dirty deets, don't you? The next one is worst place you've had sex. The worst place I have had sex, probably a bathroom sink in Magaluf. There we go. No more needs to be said. How much is in your bank account / savings right now? Looks like we're taking a drink, because I feel like money's too personal thing to put out there. Like, you guys don't need to know what's in my bank. I am currently saving for a car. I'm buying my sister's car off her because she's getting a new one, so I'm buying hers. So I'm currently saving up for that and all the insurance, yada yada. But yeah, that's a bit too personal information for you. I feel like I need some tunes on that would help, but you know, YouTube copyrights and I can't afford that. Next question, where did you do it for the first time? So my first time was in 2018. It was in Bedfordshire, good old Bedfordshire. I went to visit one of my friends at uni there. It was in a student house in Bedfordshire on an unmade, very questionable bed. Yeah. Yep. My god, the next one, we're just getting juicier and juicier. Any girl holiday gossip? There's probably so much that I could tell you about girls' holidays I've been on. I've been to Ayia Napa, I've been to Magaluf. The stories need to just stay there. I have told some, but they were just the tip of the iceberg. So no, you will never find out about them, because what goes on tour stays on tour, as everyone says. So yeah, we're not doing that. You're only young once. Oh my god, the next one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer this. Snog, marry, avoid with all your exes. Okay, let's actually think about this seriously. I don't think I would. I've always said I would never get back with an ex, so we'll just throw that out there before I answer the question. So, I'd avoid at all costs my last ex. I ain't going back there, never, ever, ever, ever. I'd probably, well, I have already done it. I snogged my first ever boyfriend. That was just, I didn't explain that the best way. So basically, my first ever boyfriend was my 2019 New Year's kiss, because we was on a night in a club, we bumped into each other, it just happened to be nearly midnight, so we were each other's New Year's kiss. So technically, I have snogged an ex, so I'm just gonna say that one. But I'm gonna take a drink, because an ex is an ex for a reason, and I don't really want to go back there, so chin chin to all my exes, you know who you are. Really glad I got a straw, because my lipstick would be everywhere right now if not. Oh, I like the next question. What gives you the ick? My list is as long as my arm. The main ones: spitting. If a boy spits on the floor, or if he does that, oh, that is an ick. Smoking or vaping is another one of my icks. I can't stand smoking. Half my family smokes. Not my immediate family. The rest of them smoke, and I've hated smoking from a young age. I have tried it, I will admit that. I have tried smoking, it's not for me. And vaping, I just think you look stupid. Like, I do not get this new fashion trend with vaping, because I just think it's stupid. Like, I've never done a shisha, anything like that. That's just not my thing. Also, if they have dirt under their fingernails, I know that's really picky, but like, hygiene is really important. So if you have dirt under your fingernails, you clearly aren't washing your hands enough. But yeah, I have a list probably as long as my arm. Something that people do, and I'm just like, oh no, that's a bit. But people have different icks for everyone. People have different tastes. But they're just like my main ones. Who's the last person you searched on Insta? I'm gonna actually have a look. So there is, I feel like I'm just gonna be doing loads of shout outs now. So the top one is Adina May. I love her fashion. I'm always getting fashion inspo from her. Then it's the guy I'm seeing, I'm not going to tell you his name, Jamie Online Vintage. You know how much I love their vintage clothes. Plug for a haul that's coming up in the future, a haul that I've spent my birthday money on, what I've bought. I'm so excited to show you, because when all the parcels come, I've got some good pieces in there. My best friend is Lila, my other best friend Megan, Jude Bellingham. That's such a random search for me. Basically, I saw a photo of him and his brother, and I swear they were twins, so I was having a look. Like, obviously I now know that one of them's younger, but they looked so alike, so I was looking him up to see if he was actually a twin. And then one of my favourites, Sydney Mae Crouch, one of my favourite YouTubers who I've actually met. She is lovely. Also, her name is actually on my baby list because Sydney is one of my top names for a boy or a girl. My great granddad was actually called Sydney, and it's something I would love to name my child. If it's a middle name, first name in the future, that is something that's constantly stood on my list. Little fun fact for you. Any juicy uni stories? There's probably many. As you know, I did document my 3 years of uni. There's been many a party, many a fallout, many a love interest. Uni was up and down. I feel like there's not one story I can pinpoint. The stories that I've told in the past, of like past house parties, but I was a very different person at uni to the person I am now. And like I always say, I never really like looking back at the person I was before, if that makes sense. Like, I don't like college me, I will never look back on. High school me, tend to dib and dab out of, but I really didn't like who I was at high school. But uni, I don't know how to word it. I've moved on from uni, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't need to live in the past anymore. Yes, uni was fun. Uni had many ups and downs. Uni got me my degree, so I can't complain about that. But there's not like any... Well, there is many a story, but it's not stories I want to go into, if that makes sense. So I will shop because Chloe has learned a lot and adapted a lot since uni and changed a lot for the better, I'm hoping. Don't get me wrong, it's nothing against the people I went to uni with because I love them all. They made the experience 10 times better. We don't need to delve into the past. Ooh, rate all the holidays you've been on and why. Okay, so if we're just doing abroad, because I didn't start going abroad till I was 18, so there's New York, Ayia Napa, Magaluf, and Greece. I've got to say, actually, they're on par. I've got to say the top one's got to be New York, but also Greece. I loved going to Greece for my birthday. It was just the holiday needed after not being able to go away for nearly 3 years. But New York, my first ever holiday, was incredible. So I might have to put New York number 1, and then Greece is a really, really close second would be first, but obviously New York's going to be the best one. And then I'm going to put Ayia Napa and then Magaluf at the bottom for obvious reasons, because again, we're not going to go into it, but was a holiday that I won't forget anytime soon. If I had to rate best to worst, I'd say New York, Greece, Ayia Napa, Magaluf. Amen. This next one's a really interesting one. I was actually talking to this coincidentally with one of my mates a couple of weeks back. Do you have a list of people you have slept with? I was like, well, yes, but not to the extent that you think it is. So yes, I do have a list of people I have with. It's not a list of just everyone I've had sex with. It's I call it my kiss list. Don't ask why I've done it. I did it since I was 18. I wrote down every boy I'd kissed, done stuff with, and of course the people I've had sex with is on the list. Not to like boast or keep track. There was like a uni culture where you'd like write down how many people you'd had sex in that way, but I started doing that kind of with just kisses. So yes, I do have a list. I don't see it as like a bad thing. Me and my organised self likes keeping track. No, in all seriousness, I haven't added to it in a good year and a bit. What goes on in my life goes on in my life. That list is from the age of 18 to about 20, 21, and I'm 24 now. So yeah, I've not added to it in a while. There has been people, but I've not wrote on... Chloe, you're just digging a bigger hole. Am I tipsy already? So there has been people, but I've not wrote them on the list because it was a thing I did at uni. I know some of my friends did it as well. We kind of had this thing going of not who had the most, but like we was just keeping track. And as me and my friend says, we are not entering the circle again, and that is an inside joke, and I'm not going to explain it. But point of the story, I feel like it's just a girl thing to do. Like if you ask groups of girls, surely they've got a record or a list of some sort of it. That was something I did at uni. I've grown up and changed for the better from that. I'm definitely ready now for a relationship rather than just sex. But yes, let's stop talking, Chloe, because you're just digging a hole. Okay, next question. Worst ex and why? Oh, it's got to be my last one. It's got to be my last one because he really knocked me for 6. Basically, he emotionally exhausted me. He just didn't make time for me. He just wasn't a good boyfriend. We're just going to say that. I'm not going to slate him because maybe he's changed by now, but when we were dating, he just wasn't a good boyfriend. So yeah. Well, I like this question, favourite TikToker. So I've got quite a few actually. For getting ready and like skincare and makeup tips and all that, there's Georgia Barrett. I love watching her get ready. Her makeup always looks flawless. And Amelia Olivia gives the best recommendations for products, let me tell you. I've got some bits coming that she has recommended and I cannot wait for them to arrive. For like funny TikToks, I love watching Rhiannon Aaliyah. She just does such relatable, like funny single girl. I feel like a lot of my content on my TikTok that I get love for is the single girl or like dating problems section. That's how I've got a lot of views on my TikTok, which I mean, it's relatable content, so people are gonna watch that, and I find it funny as well. And then also Robs, she's more of a smaller TikToker, but she's hilarious. She's a tall girl like me, so I get the tall girl relations. But she also gives advice on relationships, and she does like get ready with me for dates. She does like updates on dates she's been on, like boys she's seen. She tells you like why she thinks she's compatible with them or why she's not. And I just find it so interesting. Like, hers are the first TikToks I'll watch because it's just really, you know, when you just relate to someone, I just relate with her so much on different things. And I just love her, like her personality. She's just really funny. Probably my top 4. There is a lot of TikTokers I watch, but I mainly, whenever I go on, look for those 4 people. And we're on to the last question. I feel like I've not actually drank a lot. She says, should I have a drink just cause? Why not? Yes, ma'am. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Ooh, the last one. What a way to end it. Least favourite YouTuber. Now, I'm only going to say this name because she's just very different morally and everything like that to me. No hate against her. I just don't like the way she acts. Saffron Barker. Yes, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'm now ready, pumped, excited to go out. Won't be looking like this when I come home. I'll be a mess, but it's absolutely fine. But yes, thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you. Let me know down below if you want me to do more Seattle short videos. Leave me any questions because I will add them to the list and I will definitely answer them in the next one for you guys. But yes, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.